trying to tell everybody to get into real estate, but it take like a family, like they say.
Yeah.
The one
You know.
guy, his brother and sister, he got his sisters and he
Yeah.
got his piece, and they wanted to sell their piece,
Yeah.
and not everybody can stay unified on a
Right.
decision,
Well.
and that's how they ended up, separating,
Yeah.
and then they lose the land, and
Imagine if you'd have bought before this last bubble, because it shot up like big
yeah.
time, man. Just imagine if you'd have bought. I mean, like, what's pretty
But
much
even
like,
if you bought now,
yeah.
your rates would your rates would be higher. So
Oh yeah.
you would be in a pickle right now unless you was paid off.
Yeah. 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 I mean,
So even right now your rates would be up higher. But right now, yeah, if you try to go out and get something now,
yeah. I know.
the rates are gonna be through the roof. So you gotta look at the county, but the state tax is what's gonna get you.
Yeah.
Unless you move to a place that don't have state tax.
I think you bought anywhere here in Fish off, and
That's why I told people the best job you could ever have is your job. You the business. Invest in yourself.
yeah.
Because then that way you can move to any city. You don't have to be subservient to a job that keep you in one spot.
Yeah.
You invest in yourself. If you're doing real estate, you can invest and own and get equity. You could take loans off if you need
Yeah.
to off the property. As long as you own land, you can never really be poor, like broke.
I should have bought a kid's house next door. He was gonna let it go for four something when he was trying to get rid of it.
Wow.
And now it's like the guy just bought it. He paid like 630, I think, or something like that.
Yeah, 630. Look at that.
Serious.
I mean, to get a 200K profit off of a home,
I
you
know.
can't get that out there now.
I know. That's what I'm saying, man. I should have. But like I
Even
said,
with heavy renovation, like you have to modernize certain things, or
yeah,
or if you had a vintage place, maybe you could. But other than that, they're not looking at that.
yeah. There's one over here that was for sale. I think they bought it because the sign is down on one of these townhouses.
Hmm.
I think Tia and them said it was too small, or the yard wasn't big enough. But
See, unfortunately for them, they got two dogs. So
exactly.
when you have
Yeah,
two dogs and it's somebody you want to live with forever or whatever, now you got to start thinking about your next 10 years.
yeah. That's what I'm
And
saying.
that's why they say you got to develop a 10-year plan. What's your 10-year plan? In the next 10
Five,
years,
5, 10.
yeah, where you want to be in 5, where you want to go, you gotta make plans. If you don't make some plans or think anything out and just go by the day, those years will blow by, and 10
Mhm.
years will go by, and now you 40.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if you talked to Elijah, but he's turning his house into a bed and breakfast.
Yeah, Airbnb,
Airbnb. That's what
which is it's cool, but you got to follow their rules.
Yeah,
So and then it's a lot of things you got to be responsible for.
yeah,
Then you got to hope you got to have good tenants that don't tear your place up. They got to have insurance.
yeah,
You're
yeah.
gonna want to make sure you're insured, because
Renters insurance.
Airbnb not gonna cover any of that stuff that happens. That's
Yeah,
got to come out of your pocket.
you gotta make sure they have renters insurance and all that.
Right, but then are you gonna be checking for that, or
Yeah,
you just gonna take the money?
it's
Because
like short term. I don't know if it's long term or
yeah, then
usually.
you can't throw any parties. So if any one of
Yeah,
them throw a party, because Airbnb, you'll be kicked out of Airbnb. They don't allow parties anymore,
yeah,
because a
yeah,
bunch of young people start coming in,
yeah. I heard
tearing
that.
up places.
Yeah, I
So
heard about that.
they took parties out of it.
Yeah, like I said, it's.
But
Yeah,
it
I mean,
used to be a good when it started off. It was pretty good, because my buddy was saying, "Man, we should get something by the city." So when they had these events, people that come in from out of town, they just want to be close to downtown.
oh yeah,
They just want to get to the event. So
yeah,
we just fix up one place, just put a cheap TV in there for like $200, paint the walls, put this new cabinet and stuff in there. He's like, man, you could really fix up these places up
Oh yeah.
for nothing.
Oh yeah.
You don't have to make it extravagant.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Just keep it simple, man. Keep it basic. Get a flat screen TV for like $200-300. Throw it on the wall.
I think
or
Elijah,
something.
you know what he got a pretty good idea what he want to do. He's really.
Yeah, me, I just look at all pros and cons of it.
Oh yeah.
So,
he does that too. Yeah, we talk
yeah.
all the time about that.
So I look at everything pros and cons. It'd be like, man, that's a great idea. Cause my friend, you know, he come up. That's why you see my cousin called me right away with the ideas, cause he's an idea guy.
Yeah.
But he don't know how to make it a business.
Right.
Like, is this bankable? What you
Yeah, I don't know
doing?
about a tequila. I mean, that might be a tough one there. You know.
It's not oversaturated because it's liquor. You see, that's the thing about liquor, is how liquor is never going to be oversaturated. The problem is what's your niche to sell it, because it's all going to come to marketing.
I don't think you say you have 500K.
I don't doubt it.
That might not be enough.
Oh, it might not be. But you got to understand, it's not even about the money. See, that's where it takes some money to get it started, but you've seen people like celebrities have their own liquor.
Yeah.
Steph Curry's coming out with a bourbon right now.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
So it's not about that. Celebrities that went belly up on liquor because they don't know how to market it. And they don't even know what they have.
Yep.
You have to know the history of what you're buying from the very inception.
Yeah.
You got to know how it was developed,
Exactly.
how it was put together.
Oh man, they closed.
Yeah.
We have a beer down here, man. They closed Monday and Tuesday.
Trading and coding, baby. Ages 7 through 17.
I sent Elijah a picture of that.
Yeah, this is what we doing here for the Saginaw STEM. Take that one. All
Yeah,
right.
that's more kids should be doing that.
Oh yeah, this is what Kwame was talking about when he first was on there. We talking about trading and coding, and now we're doing that with the Saginaw STEM.
You want to grab beer, or you want to go to Cherry grab a beer?
I don't mind. Whatever you want to do, man. So,
Well, this place too.
what place?
This place right here.
I don't even know what this is.
But
Yeah, I thought this was artwork.
they sell beer too.
We're gonna go to an art place to buy beer.
Yeah, no, they got everything. They got wine, beer. Go check it out, man.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was like, this is a kids class, and they selling liquor.
They close too. 8 o'clock. Like, damn.
Yeah, it's a
Oh,
kids place.
Oh, hell no. See all that wine they got in there?
Yeah, it's probably for them to get drunk because dealing with all them kids.
No, see all the wine they sell all that beer fridge. Now the kids plays.
Kids are playing in a place that got liquor, only in Florida.
No, it's a family.
I wonder why that guy said, hey, I love that arts and craft place. He in there getting sapped, the kids running around.
The coffee place is wine, beer.
Oh.
That's Monday night.
Yeah. So, yeah, man, I wish you would have kept that building.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to that apartment building?
It's a lot.
You
Nah,
know,
it's a lot now.
it's a lot.
Yeah. We can sit out here.
Did you
man.
give it to Weena, or
No, I still have it.
you still own it?
Yeah.
Oh man, I thought you got rid of it and sold it. Mom said you sold it,
No. Still alive. Just 2 empty lots.
but you own the lots. That's
Yeah,
great.
Exactly, yeah. You want to sit out here, man?
I guess if they clean some of it up, we could.
Yeah, they full inside. Yeah, let's ask them if we can sit over here.
Yeah, if they clean some of it up, I don't mind sitting outside.
And there's a huge party in there.
Yeah,
It's a party going on.
So we can order
Things
some
out.
beers.
I'm sorry. It's because it's so awkward.
Yeah, they got a party going on.
Yeah, so we just
No, she just said it's gonna take a while to get some stuff out.
I feel so
The
awkward.
That's
beer?
what I don't know.
So forgive me if I take a little bit longer.
Excuse me.
Even for beer, it's gonna be even for beer. It's gonna, just for beer.
Yeah, if you guys want to sit at the bar, you can sit at the
Well,
bar.
can we sit out here and have a beer?
Sit out here, yeah. And I'll clean off these tables, all right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I also want to give kids, for the other kids, we have something for the
Yeah, I
other
think the
kids.
food is probably gonna be a long way. Look
Yeah.
at that dog. That's a nice little dog. Man. That's husky.
Yeah, I was telling them earlier, man. People didn't know you could buy air. I was like, you can buy air. They're like, you can't buy air to work on like, cap. You know, that's the new thing for everything now. It's just say cap.
Yeah. No. I remember I was when I was stationed at Glenview.
Yeah.
There was Sergeant Major there. He was buying up cell towers. This like in the 80s, like early 90s, late 80s.
Yeah. Hey,
How
bro.
you doing?
Oh, we're hanging in there.
Slow night, huh?
Yeah, really slow.
It's good, huh?
Oh, that's a good
That's a
night.
good thing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, they got a party in there, so it might get wild.
Yeah, I guess it's a soccer awards ceremony. You probably know more about it than I do.
Mhm.
I think that's what it is.
Yep.
I don't think they're gonna get too rowdy with it. Soccer.
That's
Soccer
why I got
mom.
y'all here for my security.
We're here every night.
Yeah.
We're here.
Yeah.
We've been here a couple months now.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool. What company are you with, or are you?
USSA, United Security Solutions of America.
I order.
US.
SA.
SA. I thought you said USAA.
No,
No,
USA.
USA.
Okay. I
United Security Solutions of America.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, you can buy the airspaces, T. I'll tell you. You buy the airspaces, they can't build without
Oh,
going
you talking about?
through
Oh,
it.
you talking about like in
Yeah,
Miami?
yeah, you buy the airspace. And people didn't know you could do that. You could actually buy airspace. I'm like, you could buy the air?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, that makes sense. Because you want to go up.
Right.
You got certain regulations.
Right, certain
Or
regulations.
then,
So
like,
if you
planes,
own those
you know, the planes.
and they want to build above the regulations, they got to go to the person that owns the airspace. And they got to make a deal with it.
That'd be what, the city or the state? Or?
Yeah, you can get stuff privatized. You know, like some of it is the city and it's sometimes the state. You can't build
Yeah, it was
like
probably a
skyscrapers.
state.
Yep.
Yeah, you figure. Or FAA, like some of it be federal, like for planes. You know, if you
Well,
go
no,
to
Oh,
the-
yeah.
I worked at the GE plant in Largo, Florida.
Okay.
Atomic Energy.
Oh,
And
okay.
They had restricted airspace above their plant. You couldn't
Yep,
fly
can't fly
within
nothing
so
over there.
many,
Yeah.
so many hundreds of feet,
Yeah.
and you couldn't fly over.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, they had restricted airspace,
Okay.
and they would probably shoot you down if you was up there.
Right.
I was
Wow.
working on top of the building when the last Pullman train come out of St. Petersburg, the last passenger train, and Channel 8 News, the tracks run right beside the GE plant.
Yeah.
And Channel 8 News, the helicopter went over us pretty low and went over the track and turned sideways and hovered.
Oh.
He was going to film the last train out of St. Pete.
Oh.
And we had an escort with us. He was unarmed, but an escort with us.
Yeah.
And over his radio, we hear Guard Tower 2, we've got him.
Oh,
And
gee.
Wow.
We looked over,
Oh.
we was on building 2, and we looked over, and these two guards are standing with M16s pointed towards the bottom of that helicopter. And I'm going, that says Channel 8 News right outside that helicopter. I said, they won't shoot him, will they? the escort said that they better not light a cigarette with a big lighter. Said any type of flash out of that helicopter,
Yeah.
they'll cut him. But he wasn't probably 200 feet above.
Oh.
And when the train went under, as soon as the train went under, he flew off. And the escort said the pilot would probably lose his license because he was in restricted airspace.
Yeah. Wow.
I went, man, they won't shoot him down.
That would've been
He's
big.
one of us.
Yeah, exactly. That would have been big news there. You should have.
Yeah.
Man, imagine if he didn't pull the trigger. You know, he got the answer to his unit, man. You know, his command of
Somebody
why
has
he
to make-
didn't shoot him down.
Well, somebody has to make the call. I wouldn't make that call. Hey, do I have to? I'd be calling.
But they was all military. All the guards was military.
Yeah.
So I guess they was under orders that I mean, we heard on the radio they said the guards.
Well, you was a gunny, and so if you got a command, you got to follow through with it.
Yeah.
That'd be hard to shoot a Channel 8
Lawful
helicopter.
command.
He said he hard to shoot a channel 8.
Yeah, no. That.
Not if they, not
Don't
if.
tell 'em after
Hey.
tonight.
Okay, you too, but not if they're in a restricted airspace. If they're in restricted airspace.
You gotta give them a warning, though. You know.
Oh, no, you don't.
Something like that, a flashlight.
Yeah. But not if you're in a restricted airspace. That's you're free game.
I mean, something like if they were over like the White House or something like that. But if they're over like the train tracks, you know, that's a little different.
That's why when I go on my Patreon, we're gonna talk about how to get airspace.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's what we doing over there.
Hey, man, like they gonna be a while, man. We probably. If you want, we can just do something else.
Yeah, let's just go back. I told you this party is gonna be something.
Yeah, she's probably busy, man.
Yeah, that's why I told you. She was telling them it's gonna be a minute.
Bar, but
Nah, the bar's packed.
I'm glad to see that they get some business.
Oh man, they go this place Cherry stay popping. Y'all go to bed early. Cherries get the popping late. Yeah.
I never seen this bar.
No, only because they got the party. No, they can have
They're
it.
too busy right now. We're gonna sit out there, but it's okay. All right, have a good one, man. Don't work too hard.
Yeah.
Great Florida evening.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah, commercial real estate. That's where it's at, T.
Oh yeah.
That's where it's at. Commercial real estate.
Yeah.
You see, the hard part is finding partners because you can't just do it all on your own.
Mm.
You gotta have partners with you.
Yeah. You gotta have a good contractor. That's probably one of the big things too. You have a good contractor, get stuff done.
Oh
That's
yeah,
reliable.
man, sun went down quick, didn't it?
Yeah. I watched a lot of those shows where they renovate and all that. It's
Yeah, and that's one thing about owning a house. And if you don't know how to do a majority of those things yourself, it's like it's gonna be hard pressed because it's gonna be really expensive and pricey if you're gonna try to keep paying somebody to do it.
Yeah.
So because you gotta basically hire a manager. Like if you own a building, like when you own a building, you had somebody to manage it, right?
For my sister and them, they did it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they did it. Yeah. So
You can't be there. Like if something go down, plumbing ain't working or the bill.
yeah, that's it.
You know, you gotta have somebody to oversee it, and I'm the wrong person for that. So
Yeah,
I would
exactly.
have to have a manager to run the building or the complex.
Yeah, you definitely gotta have property management.
Yep.
Yeah, you gotta have a neighbor, Jeff, a couple houses from that guy we were at playing ball. He's a real estate agent, He's got contacts for painting, plumbing, everything. He actually hooked me
This is
up.
where that kid almost got hit.
Uh,
Right here in this circle, because he was just riding around in a circle on his bike.
Yeah. But
That
you gotta
car
have
came.
a good network of. He sent a whole list. He sent it to Paul actually, man. It had like yard work, yeah, it was everything. I used his painter. He painted my house. Um, the plumber or landscape, he did like plumbing for the landscape. He hooked me up.
Oh yeah. You know, you're gonna need a lot of hookups.
Yeah, you gotta have somebody, a good electrician, a good plumber, um, you know, general contractors. You know, somebody that.
Right, someone that knows how to basically doctor a home because things are gonna happen in the
Oh yeah.
house, pipes,
Oh,
whatever, and the way people live in a house. They're never gonna keep the house up like you kept it up.
yeah. No, not at all. They gave me a Tesla. They don't make any noise, hardly. Engine noise.
It's a lot of people that try to funnel a lot of like they do that what they call where they all chip in mutual fund. That's it. That's the 401k thing.
Yeah.
You know.
Mutual funds.
I used to do that, and then I started seeing the way the banks was making off big money with the the 401ks, and I was like, oh man, I'm better off putting this in a CD.
Yeah.
If I'd have put it in a CD by myself, I'd have came off quicker than the 401k.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, when you first, good thing about 401k is you got a contribution from your company.
Yeah,
At USA, they was matching 8%.
right,
So it was worth it. You know, free money from the company every payday.
right. They put that in. That was the only thing to do that mutual fund.
Yeah, it's free money. You know, free money.
But they pooling everybody, all the employees' money together, and then they invest in risky. It depends on what you put on your own individual.
We had
Right, you got to
what
split it
fund.
up into different funds, and you got like 25% for each one, or however you want to split it
Yeah,
up.
yeah,
But they normally have like 4 funds or 5 funds, and you got 100%. How you gonna split your 100% up?
Yeah, you can go low risk up to like high risk.
Me, I was high risk. And that's how I wanted to play it, and it paid out because mine was right around 9/11.
Yeah.
So when 9/11 hit, I was in the world currency. I went heavy in the world currency, and I actually was doing other people's 401k. They didn't know anything about it, so they was like, "Can you do mine? Because I don't know what they mean here, and you know about this stuff." I'm like, "You want to have something here." But I'm like, here is what you want to stay away from, because they're going to want to play around in here. You don't want to do that. You want to be attached to that world currency, because that world currency is finna start to grow.
Yeah.
So you want to be back in that global market. So I was in that fund. That fund basically paid all my 401k was basically from that one. My 401k was higher than my supervisor's. He was higher as yours, bigger than your thing. I was like, because you ain't got the same thing as mine. I was like, I asked you what you wanted to get in, because I had to do his. I was like, I told you to go heavier. You didn't want to go high risk. You wanted to go, you wanted moderate, stable. So they did it moderately with you. I mean, I wanted high risk. Let's go.
Yeah,
And that market shot all the way up.
It depends too on your age, you know. 'Cause if you get ready, just about to retire, it don't make sense to go risk. If you're young like you were, hey, high risk, hey, I got time, you know. And then they had like the funds that were like set for the year you want to retire, like you had 2020 fund or 2023 fund. So you kind of higher risk if you got like a longer period. But if you put yourself like retire in a couple years, then it's not going to be that high risk. Yeah, because you don't want to be 60 years old and lose losing the market. You know,
Right, I know
downturn.
you always. It's like you get so many years and you get to redo it. You
Yeah,
know,
that's what I'm
like
saying, yeah.
right. They always have that. So
well, for us, we could change it
back
anytime.
then, you know, I'm in my 20s, so
Oh yeah, you.
so that high risk was all perfect for me.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but if you got what's his name about to retire in a couple of years, you don't want him a high risk because you know you don't want him to go out with a you know.
So now that's what I'm saying. Now though, you can just put it in a CD, and
Yeah.
if you get it, you know, the right bank will give it a certain percent. If you could not look at that money for 5 years,
Yeah,
you're great.
yeah, exactly.
That's what I'm like, man. If you don't gotta look at that money for 5 years, you know where you would be.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's safe. You know, CD is pretty safe.
Yeah, CD is great.
Yeah.
I've never seen a bad CD. I still haven't seen one. See,
No, because
even in this economy.
yeah, you don't lose one.
All right, you know, if people's problem is they cash it in right away.
Yeah, I know.
They don't go 5 years. They don't go 2 years. They don't go 1 year. And they was, man, I had an emergency, man. I had to
Yeah, and then you pay a
cash
penalty.
in. Man, I paid that little penalty, man. I was like, my God. And the bank on you doing that. They bank on you making that mistake.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. Yeah, that's
I'd be like, I'm paying them a penalty out of my own money.
exactly. Yep. Leave it right there. Hey Jim, what's up?
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good.
Hey,
Ain't made too much food.
Where'd you guys go?
The landing?
Oh,
that's
we were
what
talking about
we
that
were
earlier.
supposed to go there.
I did. She had never been. I'd only been there once or
Oh,
twice.
okay.
They were like, Marissa was like, you gotta get the pizza fries, and we found out that's not even on the menu.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh,
yeah.
that's a secret menu. And they're like, oh, we got a family special thing.
Oh.
And they're like, it's pizza and wings and a salad or something.
Oh, wow.
Like, okay, no
We
big
got,
deal.
like, a whole meal left.
They bring all this. I'm like, oh, the Caesar salad was this big for the
Oh,
whole
wow.
family. I didn't
Yeah.
realize it was like that
Yeah.
kind of a
Yeah,
thing.
I heard about that, but I haven't
Yeah.
been there yet.
I've been there a few times
was
since
good.
I've been here. Like,
The food's
Yeah.
really good.
and there's my mother. I don't know where she's
Yeah,
going.
Yeah, we're gonna go to.
Have we met?
What's that?
Did we-
Oh, this is Kevin.
Yep.
Kevin, this Jim.
Hey,
Oh, hey,
good to
Jim.
meet you.
Yep.
And
Hi,
Jenna.
Jenna.
Hey,
yeah,
Jenna.
Jenna.
That's her.
Yep.
Yeah, so yeah, we went to hunt and gather.
Was it good?
Sunday. It was
Oh,
good. Yeah,
And there she is walking. Don't even
A
know
little
we
bit,
here.
yeah, a little bit expensive.
She didn't even
they just-
recognize we right here.
Yeah,
She's on her way up there thinking
they're
she
still
meeting
process
us.
opening up and fixing it up.
Yeah. My mom don't even pay attention to her surroundings. Mother.
Hey,
Hey.
you coming back?
Coming back, we right here. The place is closed. I know, because you don't pay attention to your surroundings.
I'm on the phone with
I
my
know.
friend and her wife. Did you all didn't go?
We went and it's closed. And then it's a party at the other place. So yeah.
Well,
So we
yeah,
here.
my mother.
We was like, I was like, look, she don't even notice we here.
No, I would expect that you all.
Heard of it? I haven't tried it yet.
Bloomingdale.
Okay.
Yeah.
I usually just order like fish hawk pizza.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
yeah. We used to do that too.
They
But
have they got their own app.
I'm
for
the only
delivery
one
now.
that ventures
Yeah.
out, you know.
Yeah,
Do you
but
live in here? Do you live in town?
And I live in Chicago.
he's
Oh,
visiting
wow.
from
Okay.
Chicago.
So-
You get the good pizza up there.
Yeah, and I went to Landings.
He
I've been
did.
to all these places.
Yeah.
Yeah, but let's talk about Gasparilla. That's
Yeah.
pretty good. It's like Star Wars theme. They got
Oh,
all the
that's cool.
pictures.
Oh, that's the
and
place
stuff.
you took me
That's
to
cool.
that
Yeah,
had the
Gasparilla,
autographs.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was a nice
autographs,
place.
all-
They had some
yeah.
great food.
Yeah.
Been trying to eat healthy.
Yeah.
I dropped like 20 pounds since February.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
that's
it's
good.
Get a cheat word once
Just
in a
doing
while.
like the keto diet stuff and
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, yeah, you can tell. Yeah.
totally splurged tonight. On pizza and wings.
Be out there on
Like
the
cheat
bike
day.
tomorrow.
You know what? I took Amelia to school on the bike this morning. Then I did like another lap around the whole
Yeah, yeah,
neighborhood
yeah,
when I came
yeah.
back. I
Yeah.
was like, I need to start doing that more.
Yeah, hey, that's a lot of people.
Oh, that's what I've been doing.
Yeah.
I've been walking around.
Yeah.
And she was out here one time. I think I was walking
yeah.
Yesterday, my mulch.
by. Yep.
I didn't give me quite enough.
Yeah, I wasn't sure how much to get, so I just kind of estimated.
Yeah.
Need a little bit more.
I'll tell you what, that there's this place that they bring the mulch out and put it down.
The football
for you.
team delivered it. I did it through the football team.
Well, no, this place, it's actually a business where they come out in a truck with the
Oh,
mulch in it
yeah.
and they put it in.